So another edition that we will be doing. Philip saying. And let's export the IP as always. It's about having a methodology and just going through it over and over and over again. So let's go to Bishop Recom and then let's scan for some IP some ports. So we see that again. This is the main controller and another Active Directory machine, but it also has broad data opened. So let's start fuzzing that. See what we find. So let's see, it's very unique, interesting ports. All of this is very common for Active Directory. The main controller machine accepts port data. So Room just wants us to grab this user list. We can do that. There's no point in being stubborn, I suppose. So she's too bad. So let's see. They probably want us to do this and then use the user list. Consider with them. I was now showing you the technique that I would have used if I was completely blind. And we found some users, right? So, but we don't know their password. But in this scenario, there is a user called service admin that does not have the pre-authentication enabled, and therefore we get a hash. This tool seems to be finding a lot of use through groups, but nothing, but no more usernames. Pretty much the two techniques that I showed you is very good ones, right? Using curve brute, doing this with red brute, whether you have a valid account with the password or whether you just have anonymous access, either over SCP or even over RPC, he can do something like this, which is very nice. Dump. What I would do from here is definitely to take this hash. And I would also note down all of the actual valid usernames I find. But let's see. Let's create a... this is a ASDRP roasting. Let's see if John cracks this version fine. If not, I'm going to use a different one, a different tool to get a different hash. I showed you in the earlier videos how I do use PyKit. But let's see how this goes. But did not work very long. So let me do it the way that I normally do. And suppose thing something like this. Gucci6.local. The IID key is targets. User file list. User list format this, whatever. So yeah, I didn't define the number user in this tool, which is perfectly fine. There's another user. And there we go. There is the hash we wanted. So let's update this one. It's the same one, just a bit newer variant. Again, I prefer using this tool once I know that it's worked with curb roots. So let's try, oops, wordlet like this, and then the right hash. So as the rope, let's try this. And if this doesn't work, then there we go. So now we have valid credentials, right? So I hacked me user list, which I with curb root had found one count for strip roasting. Those service admin recreated the hash initial creds. So this, generally speaking, with Active Directory, what you're looking for users, typically, that's that, so that you can use sort of these user enumeration techniques and look for ASCII roasting, look for valid username so you can brute force and all of this. And once you get one set of credentials, there's a lot of other attacks that opens up, right? As we have seen. So that's saying service admin. So I will not go through this because this tool right here will tell me if something checks. So let's try this. And yeah, sure. Cheers is fine. So this is valid credentials for SMB, and we can see these here right now. We consider the actual read access in backup. So I will check that in just a minute. I want to see Venom first. It does not have access there. And yeah, let me check the share, and then I can check RDT as well. Again, after we find some set of credentials, we just want to check it everywhere, always. We don't want to waste the opportunities. So target, you have to go to backup. I'll paste the password. Let's see what's in it. All right, so back. Depends. Lack of credentials, you say. So output actually. And let's try to use some bash magic to get a smaller user list of the valid ones. So use your test. And then let's account use the test. And then see if I remember this command. So I think it's like this. And then print what's it like so? Yeah. So then let's give the right to row. I think we can also grab for valid ones. And then pipe that in Excel. There we go. Go into users. And then in this tool, we can use a match and replace. I could also And spookystank.local. And then let's replace it with nothing. And there we have all of the users. So which crackmind you are, the more realistic it is to some extent. But yeah, let's try this, and then if this doesn't work, then we go back to the CKF and see if they want us to do something specific. But it seems that our methodology is being that it seems clean again. Actually, on this computer itself. Did she manage to privask? And as we can see, we don't have. Oh. Let's see. So we don't have anything super interesting in the privileges section. What about any groups? This machine is very slow. Yeah. So nothing super interesting here, in my opinion. So it would definitely be worthwhile to try to do privask here. So yeah, benches is one. I want to see if we can do some crab roasting, because that is just a simple change. So let us just do that. Curb roast. Yes. So the demand was spooky sect of local. And then this was serve this admin rights, yeah. And then the password was Marmot 2005. Yeah, that was good. And then the right type key. Just very good. Let's try that. And it does not seem like there's anything that's curb roastable, but we always want to test this. The spooky sake of local service admin management 2005. Yeah, everything here looks correct. But yes, pretty much nothing here is curb roastable, which means that the only next thing that we can do is to try to do a privask on this machine right here. So that is exactly what we will be doing. So let me just show you in this video. Normally I break them up in different studios, but yeah, I go to my privask, and then I create an SNB server writing. And then I do, let's say, let user. Or net use I. There we go. Pretty much this. So I'm responding up as in this here. There we go. Sometimes it's a bit clunky. Then we need to check the IT because this one is wrong. May 2410. Hamed 2410. Share. Net use. Nothing. Damn. We can now see that the here is connected. So yeah, the directory that I personally like going to is the Windows tasks. And then now something cool you can do is that you can do copy this and then star. And then it will essentially drop over all of the tools that you have hosted in a directory. So it recursively grabs it. Like so. If this tool finds nothing as well, then it's most likely something in the backup, in that backup share that we found, that it's either a hash that we haven't cracked, or we have misidentified a hash type, or it's encoded somehow. So it's just things to keep in mind, right? We can see that there is a hijackable DLL. This does not seem like the path, to be honest. Yeah, to me, this does not seem like the path. A DLL hijacked, and it does not seem like it would lead to a previous email summary either. 11 something, these are useless. Let's see, what is the content of the file? Decoding the contents of the thing. Alright, so that's what it wants us to do. Cat backup. Right. I should have seen this. It looks like a basic 4 decoded. There we go. Sorry guys, if this was a bit sloppy on my end. So now we have the valid credential set with this user. Crack, Nupixank. And just for fun, I can show you how some brute forcing, also password spraying, can look like against all of the users, right? So let's show it with SMB. So it goes through all of the users that we have, and there we go. That one is correct, but it doesn't say pond. So let's try with Venerem and see if this one has more interesting access. And it doesn't. So, it does not. That is fine though. Yeah, it does not say pound. We can go through some more shares. Let's say, so the user backup. And then let's go to that logogram principles. Nothing interesting. Says, whoa. Also, he says 000, so nothing, there's no byte here. Huh. Like, I don't know which user this is. Let me try one thing called desuccinct. And if this doesn't work, I'm just kind of doing the things that are lazy and quick to do before I obviously do the time-consuming things, and I think that's a good idea. So what was this thing called? SpookySack.local backup the IP, and It will ask for a password. Let's try this. Okay. So this is the way then. Yeah. Obviously, it's always a good idea to test this tag. So this user would have to be a domain admin for this to work. But yeah, that is perfectly fine. So yeah, now we basically have all of the hashes, right? And from here, it's very easy. You can do like so. Take this hash right here. Hookysec.local. 5p6exec, and if this doesn't work, then use vmi-exec, and that will work most likely. And then we just get a direct shell. And if that also doesn't work, it is sometimes possible to log in over RDP with a hash, with an NTLM hash like this. So yeah, there we go. This worked perfectly, and now we have a ton of permissions since we are the administrator. So that's pretty much me, guys, for this box. Thank you for watching, and keep learning. So if you want to join our academy and have full access to all of our video courses and all of our cheat sheet and have full access to me as your mentor, and you want to join our community, then click the link down below. If you're actually serious about taking the OSCP, this is an absolute no-brainer. I will see you there, guys.